Thanks for staying with us, everyone. You're watching News Night. Well, 5 policemen have been killed in an attack by gunmen in Imo State. A couple was also killed in Ngokpala local government area in the early hours of the morning. Police say the incident occurred when a team on patrol of the area was attacked. The state's police command has been drafted to the area to arrest the perpetrators. Well, it's the latest in a series of attacks in the state in recent months. A few days ago, an inspector of police, Augustine Ukebu, was killed by gunmen. Last month, 3 officers of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps were killed following an ambush in the Obiangu community.
We're joined now by a former commissioner of police for the FCT, Lawrence Alobi. Good to see you and thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me once
certainly
again.
A disturbing scenario there in Imo State, and especially for the people and the police. Very sad. And speak to us about, first, safety, because for those keeping watch over us, first, they also must be safe to do the job.
Yeah, thank you very much, Phil. Let me commiserate with the families of these victims of ingratitude by Nigerians. Those who are there to protect and guide you, maintain law and order for you, ensure that the government and everything about the state is well in order, maintain law and order to ensure public peace and security, and not being murdered by the people. That's an act of ingratitude in the part of Nigerians. You see, like Christ, those he came to save were those who crucified him. Those the police are trying to protect, the one who are now attacking the police. Section 24E of the Constitution provides that the citizens have a constitutional duty to assist security agencies in maintaining law and order. Then does this show that people of Imo State are prepared to assist the police in ensuring that law and order is maintained in the state? People on patrol to ensure security and order, prevent crime, protect law and order. Because of doing it, they're now being murdered. It's unfortunate.
We're not too sure. We're not too sure this is coming from the citizens of Imo State. So
no. But it's anybody who those within that state, that space, that environment. It is Imo State. It has a location. Those who reside, they do not angels from the moon. Not spirit. Those who were there, they did it. It's very embarrassing to the country.
Right. So what could the people have done? I mean, if the police and other security agencies can't protect themselves, I mean, who are we ordinary civilians, to be guaranteed any sense of security or protection? What exactly are we not doing right at the government level, and how can this, be fixed?
Yeah, the problem is it lies both the police itself, the police leadership itself, and the policemen themselves. You see, when I was a police constable, when I was the mobile, we were taught, sleep like a snake and sniff like a cat. That's alertness and vigilance at all times. But I mean, even if you're on patrol, you need to think about your own safety. You have to be at alert. You suspect everything around you.
At all times.
At all times. You say sniff like a cat. A cow sniffs. You see it pointing his nose to sniff. Is it safe to try to go through this place? And the snakes, every sound, the snake wakes up. It's alertness and vigilance. But it's no longer there.
When
and that's because of lack of training.
Yeah.
Lack of training on the part of the police. The police have not actually been backing on training the men. And when you're not trained, you don't have capacity to respond to situations when they occur. You don't even have the courage. You are so complacent, you don't even show. Every policeman in Imo State, like a danger zone, should be conscious of the environment and be very at alert at all times. But they're just so, if you see them on roadblock, they are so complacent. Some of them are just continue to concern about, they don't even know what they are doing there. They're concerned how to probably to get money, let me be blunt, to get money from people. That is not what they are there. So these things they are so pure-minded with what to get, what do I get, not what to do, and do it rightly. So the government too has failed. The police is the least equipped institution in this country, the least funded, the least motivated. I served in the police for 35 years, and I know what we went through. The policeman is neglected even while in service, and after service being neglected even in retirement. It's an unfortunate situation, and it's an embarrassment to this country. It's the police that the people can assess the government of the country. When you see the film of the police, how you see happy, you see motivated, you see it permeates in the government, the type of government you have in the country. So the government too has failed. They have failed the police. When the service was never like this. As a police, I was a DPO, I had a staff car. As a commander, I had a staff car, but the same commission police don't have staff cars. You see, to know how bad it is. As in those days, every police vehicle goes to a fuel dump and get fuel. And you'll be given, just give it the bill. The way bill. But now you have to go and queue public filling station to buy fuel. You may even have the fuel. So how is as bad as that? So the government itself has contributed factor to the decadence where the mess the police is going through. The police has gone down the drain. I have to say it without a convocation. They have gone down the drain. And also leadership also determines followership. The leadership of the police should also see it up. They should feel concern that their men are being killed. No statement from the police up till now. Why? The government, federal government, no ministry. In Germany, when a police constable was killed, the president of that country was there at the burial. But nobody said anything about the policeman being killed. Even during the war, policemen were never killed, like they're being killed now.
Alobi, let's go back to the training you spoke about.
Yes.
Perhaps maybe the curriculum. Do you think is something that should be rejigged? I'll say this because when you travel around across Nigeria, you see soldiers who mount roadblocks. They don't converge together. You see one and maybe another 100 meters a distance. So you will never see them cluster to the extent that we always see this clustering of police officers, so it makes it so easy for the bad guys to take all of them out.
All at once.
So is it the training that they get, that they must all cluster?
It's lack of that training I want to emphasize. You know, when in an operation, you don't make yourself so vulnerable to the hoodlums. You have to put places strategically to be able to respond promptly to situations. So, but when they go, they're all concerned about what do I get from this roadblock duty. They're not concerned about, they're not even concerned about their own safety. They're so famous with what they will get. So that is the thing. So I think the training has done a lot. Lack of training has done a lot to the Nigerian police force effective now, operationally, and in terms of even public perception is very, very bad. So the government should vote more on training, and the police officers, police leadership should emphasize about training. When you train, you build capacity. When you build capacity, you enhance the professional capacity, effectiveness of the officer and the individual. So training is very, very important.
Very well said. Now, let's look at what the possible motive could be. Because when you look at the details that we have so far about the circumstances that led to the killing of these 7 police officers, we're told that they were actually in a restaurant eating, and, you know, these bandits came out from nowhere and shot and killed them and took away their rifles. That's the aspect I'm a bit concerned about. I mean, apparently, there is a gang or group of persons who want to have access to arms. Of course. Is that what it's about?
No, it's the criminals.
And it's not only in Imo State that they're killing police officers.
What the criminals look after when they kill a policeman is the arm. They will not be interested in the person's life, but they have to get the arm. And the way we can get the arm is to kill the person. So, and again, if they are out in an eatery, if they are actually trained police officers, they will know that all of you will not just sit down together. Because as we monitor the criminals also monitor the police and also security agencies. They monitor to see how you well fortified, are you well prepared, are you vigilant, are you so lax and complacent, then can is it. Let me tell you a story. When Oyenusi, so not Oyenusi, the case that happened in Lagos, I think Oyenusi, yes. They went to the first bank. They made the policeman, a mobile man was right alert. Kosiono, and Alobi. That is the policeman was sitting at alert. They went to the next bank. The man was just sitting one side, the rifle to one side. They just blew him off and carried out the rifle. So you need the alertness even sends signal to the criminal. If they know you, because they watch you, they monitor you and see how alert you, how vigilant and alert you are, how prepared are you in case there's an incident. So I think training has done, the lack of training has done a lot to the police force. And the citizens themselves don't appreciate the police. It is sad that the police were there to save you, to protect you, maintain law and order, and now become the victims of crime.
You know, there were times, I'm happy he's CP Alobi, you bringing this, because I recall it got to a point the military had to form what they call the civil-military relations. Do you think that is lacking in the police? Because till date, Nigerians, some Nigerians still think that the police isn't a friend.
Yeah, I agree with you. See, the military, particularly the army,
yes,
they are more concerned about public relations. But the police public relations is also concerned about parading suspects. I was a PR in Old Anambra State. Because of my being a PR, then I was a DSP. Mrs. Okara was the director of news NTA. Because of my program, Police in the Public, every Thursday in Enugu, Old Anambra, policemen will no longer pay transport in Enugu, public transport in Enugu. You see, you need to win the hearts of the people, the hearts and minds of the people. You need to endear to the people. You know, and the technology endears to the people. When you police with empathy, you police with the fear of God. Not just we fear that. When I was CPF, I told my men, as you want your brothers and sisters to be police in your villages, that's how you police men in Abuja, where I am a commissioner of police. Going to the contrary, you have my wrath. So the leadership tool, supervision tool is lacking in the police. Because if the men are posted, leave them on their own, they're not being supervised, they do what they like. But if they are being supervised and visited by officers, give them the rules of engagement, operational standard, you know, and rules of engagement, code of conduct, and they make their things. When I was in service, I make lecture training very, very important. Even I was in the command in Enugu, I personally in the command in Enugu, all of us are men within my area command. I carry out training, weekly training for all of them. And
I wonder who's going to provide this training, I mean, to the officers. Now let's look at the fact. Yes.
You see, it is not the commissioner of police, it's not the IG. The officer on ground, you need to train your men, you want to utilize them, you want to use them. The more you train the men, the more they're effective in doing their job, and the better you have, it's better for you. But when you don't train them, what you call vicarious liability. When the men go outside and misbehave, you are vicarious liable for their ineffectiveness.
How troubling is it that every time we hear about the killing of policemen, we just hear unknown gunmen, and it remains that way, no arrests made? What exactly is the challenge?
It is because we don't have empathy. Our government don't have empathy, our leaders don't have empathy. These policemen who have just been murdered, I'm sure their families the next day will ask them to leave the barracks. The next day, no empathy, no compassion. It's so sad. It's so sad. You see, we learn to have compassion, empathy. That's why you see that's why we show the God in us. That empathy, that concern about others, the feeling about others. So I think we need this country. We need to reinvent ourselves, to rethink about what are we doing. The security police in particular. The police in particular are the nearest institution to the military, the security institution to the public, because they want to police law and order, maintain law and order for the people. And if they begin to be the targets of attack, they might end up. They won't have the courage to come on board again. They'll be afraid to even do that. They'll lose confidence.
Maybe the question that has not been answered is, why are the police the target?
The police are the target
why
because
are they being targeted?
You see, the public vent their anger against the government on the police. Like I said earlier, the police are the closest people. They see the government as the police, because they see as the police as the agency of government that is there to maintain law and order for the government. Because they see, you know, sometimes it is the mentality of regime protection, not about the people themselves. And the people that they are there because of the government. But the people now now vent their anger, their animosity, their grievances they have for the government on the police. We are now the target, and now nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody bothers. If a policeman has shot one civilian now, police brutality. But now nobody talk about civilian brutality on the police.
Yeah, but that's why we're talking about it.
I'm happy Arise is doing it, but other agencies, other media are keep quiet. But if it is anything that against the police, we had headline, police this, police that. But now police is now the target of murder and attack. No, apart from Arise, I'm not seeing anybody making that. We should create that awareness. The media is there to let the people, citizens understand that they have a responsibility to assist security agencies in maintaining law and order. It is inhuman, it's criminal, it's sinful, it's barbaric to kill a policeman or a member of any security agency.
To think that is a very serious crime in other crimes. Thank you so much, Lawrence Alobi, is the former Commissioner of Police of the FCT. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
Wish the police
Thank you for having
all the
me.
very best.
Yeah.